guest tonight has refereed more fights than anyone in boxing history. He also has his own court TV show called Judge Mills Lane. Please welcome Mills Lane. Never turn your back on me.
All right.
I don't play by the rules. Now, why don't we start off the interview with some fight instructions for the three of us?
All right. You guys are going to be the combatants, right?
That's
okay.
right.
I get you the center of the ring.
Okay.
And you got the stare down going, and I said, all right, you've had all the instructions in the dressing room one time. I expect a tough, clean fight. Protect yourself at all times. Any questions from the challenger?
No.
Any questions from the champion?
No.
Let's get it on.
Now, that phrase, people love that phrase. Very nicely done. I would love it if sometime, like a heavyweight fighter had tons of questions. And the first 40 minutes of the HBO special was, okay, well, let me understand.
These guys are not rocket scientists.
You say that now in the relative safety of this studio.
I say that because I love the guys, but
Right.
they're fighters. They're not. They don't have a lot of questions. They want to get. They want to get to it.
Right. Whereas I combine both intelligence and strength. Now, my first question is, What?
Condense that and
Things have so degenerated tonight. Let's talk about the phrase you just used. Let's get it on. That's a great phrase. People love that phrase. Now that you are retired as a referee, you are no longer doing it. Shouldn't you rent out that phrase, let's get it on, to somebody? Because the phrases other people have are terrible. It's like, let's have some soup, you know?
Conan, anybody can use let's get it on that wants to, but I just don't want a situation to tell me I can't use it. So we have to trademark it because some guy in California tried to trademark it.
Really?
Yep.
That's terrible. That's your phrase.
Well, that's what we thought, so we trademarked it, and if they want to use it, that's okay with me.
But you should get some money out of it. Anytime someone says, let's get it on, they should...
Did you write me a check?
Exactly.
Well, you know something? The only thing that's better than with love is paid to the order of.
You're a romantic fool, Mills. Let's talk about, I just mentioned that you're out of the business now, so now you can talk honestly about Don King. Just say he's a crook right here. You're out of the business. You can say it. Just say Don King's a crook.
I'm not going to...
Just say it right now. You can say it. You're out of the business. Just say Don King's a crook. Just real quick, and we'll edit it out or something.
Look, I was...
Don King's a crook.
I've read a lot about...
What's going on? Mills, you have your own TV show. You can't...
I have read a lot about Don King.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people say about him.
Right.
Unless I can prove something, I'm an old prosecutor, I don't say it. I cannot prove those things, so I don't say it.
The Holyfield-Lewis fight, all right? What do you think happened there?
I think that Evander Holyfield lost. I'm a fan of his, but I think Lennox Lewis deserves to get his hand raised.
Okay, so he should have been the winner. How does a mistake like that happen, then?
Don't ask me.
I would, but you'd give me the finger, so...
I want you to edit that out. That's off the record.
We're not editing that out.
Keep it in.
Keeping that in, my friend. What you gonna do about it? Let's get back into our friendly, all friendly. Now, I'm curious about one thing. A huge decision that you have to make, because these fights involve hundreds of millions of dollars change hands. How do you know when to let a boxer continue and when to say, okay, this fight's over? How do you, because that's a weight that you're carrying.
It is. I had a fight a while back. If a kid gets knocked down and gets up, and I wipe the gloves off, and I talk to him, I look at his eyes, and I don't care what they say, I want to know where they look. So I'm doing Tex Carb in Reno a while back, and Tex Carb, wham, he got knocked down, he got up, he wobbled a little bit, but Tex a tough kid. So I give him 8. I wiped his gloves off, and I said, Tex, you okay? He said, yeah. I said, where are you? He said, I'm in Reno getting the shit kicked out of me. Well, I knew he knew where he was.
You know, I've always wanted a show on Cinemax, and now I have it. You were a boxer yourself. Now try and keep this story clean, or I want one nice story to come out of you, and no hand gestures. All right? You were a boxer yourself. You had your nose broken many times.
Many times. Got no nose.
Oh my God! There's no cartilage. Can I do that?
Sure, of course.
There is no cartilage in there. Let me try that one. That's an amazing trick.
I'll tell you.
You avoid more accidents that way.
Definitely.
Get out of the way. So, let's talk about the other court TV people.
Okay.
You like a lot of them. You like Judge Judy.
She's tough. She runs a good court. She runs a tough court. Sometimes she may be almost too tough, but she's a good, hard-nosed judge.
Let's talk about someone you're not so crazy about. I'm talking about former Mayor Ed Koch. You're not crazy about his show.
Well, I think that Mr. Koch lets the litigants argue too much, run the show. I think, for example, if a judge doesn't run the courtroom, then the judge is not living up to his or her responsibility. In our show, for example, if the litigants start arguing, hey, just shut up. Now, I'm not going to put up with that. You talk to me, not to each other. You couldn't get along before. Now why are you talking? They talk to me. I don't put up with it. And then what I say is I said, if you keep it up, I guarantee you this, you're going to be el gorno, el quico, el nao. That's my fluent Spanish.
See, when you use those fingers together, you're okay. It's when we isolate it. We're out of time, but one quick question I want to ask you. Famous Tyson Holyfield fight, the ear-biting incident. You sold your bloody shirt. How much money did you get for it?
A guy paid me before the fight and said, I want some memorabilia. Can I buy your shoes? I said, nope, they fit. He said, can I buy you a shirt? But it was 10 years old. I figured I'm going to have to get another one. I said, well, yeah, but I'm going to have to get another one. I gave you $200 for it. I said, you're crazy. He said, here's $200. So he came to ringside. It's bloody, sweaty, screeched on. I took it off, gave it to him, put his sweatshirt on. I thought to myself, you know, Mills, you have to keep your word. But if I would have said...
You would have made a fortune.
I should have said, I could have said, but I wouldn't have said, here's your $200 back. The bidding starts at $1,000.
That's what you should have done. All right, we got it. I don't know what's happening anymore. Well, check your local listings. For Judge Mills Lane, hey, Mills, it's always a lot of fun. Please come back.
Kicking the tail. All right, take care.
Mills Lane,